We are very fortunate to have a substantial Latino population in Connecticut. This gives us a cultural richness and a diversity of perspectives that enriches our policy discussions and expands the range of options to be considered by the General Assembly. There have been some notable milestones. For example, the recently approved Borinqueniers, I have to pronounce it correctly, Borinqueniers monument in New Britain to commemorate the brave Puerto Rican Americans of the 65th Infantry Regiment who risked their lives in defending our nation. But more needs to be done. As your agenda indicates, there are many, many issues. Some of the ones that I think are particularly noteworthy and need attention is that we need to increase home ownership among Latinos. And we need policies to improve the neighborhoods rather than have families feeling that they are forced out, that they are forced to move. We need to improve small business opportunities because small business is the backbone of America, and it is the greatest opportunity for all people, but especially Latinos, to achieve the American dream. Our children are our future. We need to combat the scourge of drug addiction that is robbing our youth of the opportunity to grow, succeed, and prosper. We need schools that produce quality education for everyone. And we need infrastructure improvements to make it possible for people to get from one part of Connecticut to the other. But right now, perhaps more than anything else, we need to balance our budget. The Appropriations Committee, of which I am a member, is about halfway through the budget review process. And we have a very long, long way to go before we are done. What I hope more than anything is that we can all work together to move Connecticut forward as we achieve that balanced budget. I just want to have one example, since I had a little more time than I expected for this, these remarks. One of the things when we're going through the budget to pay attention to, because I know you have a number of things that you would like to see restored. We have a $1.6 billion deficit that we are facing for this fiscal year and $1.9 billion for the second year of the biennium. That's $3.5 billion. Now, as was said, I have been here since 1988, and this is about as bad a situation as I have seen, including the year in which the state income tax was enacted, in part because we have exhausted all of the easy solutions, the quick fixes. There really isn't a whole lot of change under the couch cushions to go find to help balance the budget. But there is still some. And so I would suggest when you're looking at the budget and as you're considering and you're talking to your legislators, and I hope you all do talk to your state senators and state representatives. My constituents talk to me all the time. I get letters, emails, phone calls. I don't pretend to take out the garbage like Senator Fasano does. I do take the calls, though, as often and as early as I can. But one of the things to ask yourself one question. We have in our budget still, and I don't know why it's there, money, $400,000, to continue to keep open the old State House here in Hartford. And I guess I'd like to ask a question. How many of you have gone to visit the old State House? A few. This is a museum that the state of Connecticut inherited from a private organization that could not make a go of it nearly 10 years ago. And it has been consuming perhaps $1 million a year ever since. It's in the budget now for $400,000. The proposal that's before us cuts many programs that are of concern to you and to the Hispanic and Latino community. And yet that thing is still in our budget. So there are things like that scattered throughout the budget. There are choices that need to be made, and hopefully together we will make the right ones for the future of Connecticut. Thank you very much.